Hello, and welcome to Colin Pops. Oh, oops, sorry, hang on. Oh, God.
Colin
I thought I got rid of it.
Pops.
Sorry, 1 second. Right, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why I didn't want the intro music this week, I am joined by Margie. She's my colleague. But Margie has had Margie, I'll let you explain.
Hey, Colin. I know it's an odd one. Yes, as you know, Colin, you know what this this sort of environment that we sort of exist in. You know how difficult it can be sometimes. So, yes, let me try and keep the answers short and to the point. For once, I suppose. I had a couple of disappointing bits of news. Nothing, in the grand scheme of things, nothing major, but, they still, you put your face on and everything like that, but it still, it gets to you, because it makes you wonder, whether you're, I don't know. The thing is, whatever I say is going to sound horrible or sound, self-indulgent and all that sort of stuff, but, when you get these disappointing bits of news, it affects you because opportunities in this game are few and far between. So yeah, basically I spent like the last 4 days sitting in bed eating crap, drinking fizzy pop, which probably doesn't do my teeth much good, but there we go. Yeah, but I wanted to come and at least do a bit of a show for you.
Margie, that is really, really lovely of you to do that. The thing is, I know you, and I know the sort of things that go on. And I suppose, it is, since I joined this lot, I can understand why, I see sort of something, I think, oh my God, what on earth are they doing? But then, you begin to understand, and it's like, well, yeah, if you're going for that role, or if you've submitted that story, or whatever opportunities that you think you're going to get, there aren't that many really in the grand scheme of things.
No, that's true. Whichever sort of person you are, that's the thing. It's not they don't just come knocking at your door. So yeah, I have to do what I have to do, which is just I have to hole up. But some of my friends, they've had some really horrible news. Like their news is really horrible. So it's a thing whereby a little bit of bad news, then another little bit of bad news, and another little bit of bad news. I don't mean like little bit of bad news, like it doesn't mean anything, but it's like, oh dear. And then there's another one, and then they all build up, and that's the thing for me. I can be quite like jolly, and then I'll be like, oh, that's horrible, or I can get that, and then when I get to my little space, as it were, the idea of what those things mean to people becomes bigger. And when I, throw my little 2 bits on the fire, then the fire's just that little bit bigger. So it's cumulative is what it is. And, it's one of those things.
Well, Margie, thank you for coming in again. Sorry, I'm probably repeating, obviously trying to, do this like radio thing.
That's all right, Colin. I know what you're trying to do. You're just trying to do your best, darling.
Oh, thank you, Margie. As do you.
Well,
I mean, you said you wanted to come in.
I did, yes. I get to a point, when I've been in bed for 4 days, and sorry everyone, but I stink, and I'm like, I've got to have a shower now. I can't not do it anymore. I've been sweating and I've been stuffing my face full of just, fried everything.
Yeah, I don't want to belittle everything.
No, I know, but there is a funny side to it. When you think about it, oh my God, it's no wonder I'm single. I'm only joking, Tom.
Margie. But yes, so, Margie,
Yes.
um, we were going to talk about the Banshees of Inisherin.
Yes, and I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I think that film is absolutely brilliant. It's so good. I mean, it is so good that it's the dialogue is fantastic. There's some bits in that where you're just like, I can't believe this. This is brilliant.
Well, it is. Some of the performances, well, actually, all the performances, all the performances, like everyone in that movie is absolutely brilliant.
Yes, they are. Like, it's one of those things where you watch it and you're kind of so like sort of bewildered by how good it is. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
You know, there's the landscape. It's like, oh, you get sucked in by the beauty of the landscape, and then you get this like, you get these characters having a heart to heart, and then you get like Dominic, and you think, oh, he's a bit, and then you think, oh my god, when the story carries on. So yeah, it is an absolutely fantastic film. I absolutely loved it, and also, sorry, Colin,
That's right, Margie.
I did watch a film with some friends of ours on our usual movie night, and that movie was so brilliant. But we are going to talk about that later.
Oh, okay then. Right, brilliant. Yeah, I think I know which one you mean. But yeah, okay, all right then. So, how you feeling, Margie?
Well, I'm keeping myself to myself.
All right then, Margie. Well, thanks for joining us, and we'll be back next week.
I think so, darling.
All right, thank you.
Mwah.